Hey Facebook friends, this is Amy, and I am going to answer a question that some people have asked me. I don't want to say many, but some people have asked me how did I do this business that I'm in? I'm in the network marketing industry. I think it's brilliant. So I've had a level of success, and people sometimes ask me, okay, how did you do this? So I would love to take some time and answer that question, but not today. Today, I'm going to answer the question why I did it, because it doesn't really matter how you do something if you don't know why you're doing it, right? So I think that is a lot more important, at least to understand. So I didn't really have great feelings toward network marketing. I know, shocking, right? It's just like the most brilliant industry on the planet. I know some of you are gasping, what? You didn't think network marketing was amazing? No, I know. I'm surprised too. I didn't. I had been asked by several people to join some companies here and there throughout my life. And I just wasn't interested. I'll be honest, I didn't think it was a scam necessarily. I just thought people don't really actually make any money, and you have to spend money to make money, and so you're not really making any money. And I just had these preconceived notions that that's what it was, and I wasn't going to do it. It wasn't for me. That's about as much thought as I gave it. Now, I did have a friend who has been pretty successful in another company, and I really loved this person, and she would always mention to me when I was I wasn't a stay-at-home mom, I was a teacher, and she knew that I really wanted to be home with my baby, and she would constantly be saying these things to me, sneaking it in there little by little. People have done that, right? So she'd always kind of sneak it, I'm really glad that I got to be home with my kids when they were little, because she knew that's what it was. But to be honest, it kind of irritated me a tiny bit, because I felt like she was manipulating. Now, I know better now, and I understand from this side of it that she probably just really cared about me and just didn't know how to say it or what to say. It was actually really a loving thing for her to tell me. But the way I viewed it, I just felt like she was playing on my emotions. So I know, shocking too, right? That's the kind of how I felt. So I wasn't interested, even though I had seen she was driving a certain car, and she seemed really successful. I wasn't interested, okay? And at that time, even though I did want to be home with my baby, I just didn't really have that belief. Well, a couple years later, my view on network marketing had not changed. Actually, I didn't think anything of it at all. It didn't really cross my mind on a daily basis. But we were in a situation where I finally did get to be home with my kids. I had my third baby. And so that was exciting for me, but it definitely came with some financial sacrifice. We moved. Somebody had blessed us with this 600 square foot mobile home that I was really embarrassed by, even though it's like, here it is, a blessing. Like, somebody gave it to us, and I was embarrassed. I remember my husband drove us up the night before he bought it, and drove us through this neighborhood, and I literally laughed at him. I'm not proud of that, but it's the truth. I laughed. I said, absolutely not. I will not live there. That's what I said. I might cry just thinking about that, because I was such a brat. I was so prideful. I did not want to live there. I wanted to stay with my babies, but I didn't want to live in this place that I didn't think was good enough for us. So anyway, funny enough, that Sunday, that was a Thursday night, that Sunday I was scheduled to sing a song in church called I'd Rather Have Jesus Than Silver or Gold. Yeah. So anyway, my husband said 6 months tops. We're going to live here for 6 months just while we get our things together, and then we're going to move. Well, that 6 months turned into 6 years. Yes, 6 years we lived in this place. And I had met with someone this morning. She's like, didn't you fix it up? And I was like, nope, because I was always hoping to get out. I didn't learn contentment. I was very prideful. So here I was, finally home with my babies. But on my worst day, I did think, at least I get to be home with them. At least I get to be home with my kids. But I didn't have gratefulness in my heart. I didn't have contentment in my heart. I was always looking. So then I battled mom guilt all the time. I battled, am I being selfish by being a stay-at-home mom? Because if I went to work, I never felt bad for myself, because I knew I can go back out and get a teaching position. I have an education degree. I knew I can go be a teacher. but should I go back to work and give my kids more things? Or should I, we all stay home and have less and I be a stay-at-home mom? I didn't know. Like, I battled guilt either way. It was like I didn't know what to do. So on top of that, I was, not always feeling it. Always, being a stay-at-home mom is hard, just so you know, it is hard. I know. Some of you understand that completely. It's emotionally draining. It's physically draining when they're babies. And I was struggling. I never felt good, ever. I never had energy. I never slept well at night. I'd wake up in the morning and I would think, when do I get to go back to bed? Okay, 6 hours. Okay, their nap time is here. I mean, that is how I started my mornings. Then it became where my husband had stepped down from his position and he could not find another job. And he ended up getting a job at Walgreens. And to be honest, I was proud of him for that because that takes a lot in a man's pride. He has a master's degree and he worked at Walgreens working with 16-year-olds. I think his manager was 19 and here he is, 33-year-old man with a college degree and a master's degree working at Walgreens. He could not find another job. So then I knew I need to go back to work. And eventually he did find something else. But I knew I had to find something else. Network marketing never entered my brain, ever. I didn't even think about it. Nobody reached out to me about the business. It wasn't something that was on my brain. But what was on my brain was tutoring. I was going to tutor. I was doing homeschool evaluations. I was teaching 1 day a week. I see Bobby on here. Hi, Bobby. Bobby and I went to a thing called Classical Conversations, and that was really fun. I tutored once a week there. Substitute teaching. I did everything I can with the degree that I had that I thought I was not going to clean houses and I was not going to watch people's children because I could barely take care of my own. No way. I wasn't going to do those two things. But I can do these others. But you know what? It wasn't cutting it. I still had to say no to play dates because we didn't have the gas money to go. I still got stuck at a grocery store 3 times with a cart full of groceries and 3 kids, that my card was declined and I was humiliated and left crying, but also trying to keep it together because my kids are here and yeah. So that's where I was. Well, I had been watching a friend of mine, okay? And honestly, I didn't think much of network marketing. It didn't even occur to me that's what she was doing. Isn't that crazy? It just didn't. She was selling a product, and I thought it was a weight loss product. She did reach out to me once, and I remember thinking, isn't it funny? Now I'm the crazy plexus lady, but I did. I thought, are you kidding me? I can't afford groceries. I'm not going to be taking supplements, and even if I had the money, I'm not spending money to lose weight. No, thank you. But I'm doing good. I lost 9 pounds. I'm exercising, yada, yada. No, thank you. She was sweet. She's like, no problem. Okay. So I'm still watching though, and I was kind of interested in the products because, I saw other friends join and they were having success and I was not having success. She lost all this weight and I found all her weight. I couldn't stop. I could not stop with the sugar. It was horrible. I had no money, but I always found a way to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Always. And anyway, so I was interested, but no, I did not have the money. I didn't even consider. That was not even on my radar. Well, again, no clue about anything, but one day she wrote on Facebook that she made enough money to cover her mortgage. That's all she said. Got my paycheck today. I made enough to cover my mortgage. It's the first time it even occurred to me that she was selling something. I mean, I kind of figured she was, but again, I thought you spend money to make money. These people don't really make money. I had no idea. But she said I could pay my mortgage. And here I was wondering if we had enough food. There were a couple of times, I can think of a few times where I didn't even eat dinner because I wanted enough for my husband and for my kids. So I'm telling you, I was in a place when I was desperate and I did not care about anything. I didn't care about my preconceived notions. I didn't care. All I saw was that my friend said she could pay her mortgage. So I called her and I said, what did you make? Yeah, good friend, right? I said, what did you make? And she told me, and to me, it wasn't, but it sounded like $1 million. And I thought to myself, that's ridiculous. I'll just tell you, whatever. It was $1,163. That's what she said. And I said, that's ridiculous. But I know her really well. And I figured if she can do it, that means it's possible, and I'm going to figure it out. I was at a place in my life where I didn't see much hope for any way. There was no other way. Here we are. I have an education degree. My husband has his master's degree, and we have tons of debt. We could barely pay our groceries. We're not providing the lifestyle that I wanted for my children. It wasn't even like I wanted this massive thing. I just wanted out of my green trailer, and I wanted to not be embarrassed and have my card declined at the grocery store. And I didn't want to have to leave my babies, because that's what I was thinking. I was already looking at teaching positions, knowing and wondering about childcare. I didn't want to put my kids in daycare, and I was angry that I had to choose. Why do I have to choose? Like, I have to pay someone else to watch my kids, and they're making money to stay home with my kids, and I have to go. It was crazy to me. And something clicked in my head, and I said to my husband, I have to do this. I don't know anything about it. I didn't even know what the word network marketing meant. I had no idea. I literally only know that she made $1,100, and I could not pay my groceries. No, we did not have the money. We did not have the money. But I didn't care. I said to him, you know what? It's this much money. We already are poor. Like, who cares? It's not going to make or break us. We're already broken. And so I just did it. And he was fine with it. And he was like, whatever. I think he was kind of desperate too. What's going to make the difference? If I can't afford it today, what makes me think I'm going to be able to afford it tomorrow? What's going to change? Nothing is going to change unless you do something about it, right? So I jumped in, and I was in it for the business. You guys, I didn't know that the products worked. I had no idea about gut health. I had never tried the product. I truly didn't care. I hate to tell you, but I didn't. At that point, all I knew is I did trust my friend. I knew it wasn't going to kill me. I Googled it, actually. I Googled it. Dangers, but I found it. It's not going to kill me. My friend's been taking it. She's fine. That's all I cared about. She lost weight. I need to lose weight. That's all I knew. I had no idea about gut health. I had no idea about that it would take away, I don't know if I'm allowed to say it, but things that I was struggling with physically. I had no idea. I just knew that I needed a change. And I figured if she could, I could, and I'm going to figure it out. Well, you know what? I gave it everything I had. Now, let me promise you, I made every possible mistake. Like, all the things that you're not supposed to do, I did them. How was I successful? Because I didn't give up. Because every day I poured into learning. I kind of thought to myself, just like when I was a teacher, I had to go to college. And luckily, with what we do, you get paid as you learn, and you can learn on your own terms. And every single day, I'm going to learn one new thing. And I poured into it, and I learned how. And through that, though, in the beginning, my reason for doing this was selfish. And that's okay. It was to provide for my family. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It was because I wanted something more for my family. But you know what happened? I started sharing with other people, and then my view opened up. Because now all of a sudden, it's not just about me. Now my friend is saying she doesn't have to put the bananas back. Now I have another friend who's saying she can get off certain medications that was costing her a lot of money, and I didn't even know she was struggling. And now she's able to get off these certain medications. And then I have another friend who wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I know that pain. And her income with our network marketing business matched what she was making, and now she's able to stay home with her kids. I have another friend who couldn't afford to be in ministry. Ministry didn't pay enough. Her husband was able to move across the country, from Oregon to Florida, from someone they reconnected with through this business, and now he's a children's pastor at this church. I mean, you don't know what God can do. You don't know. Maybe this isn't for you. I don't know. But you know what? There is hope if you're just obedient and open-minded. So I learned what network marketing was. And I thought to myself, why isn't everybody doing this? I don't understand. And yes, I understand there are people who do it the wrong way. There's a right way, there's a wrong way. I did a lot of things the wrong way throughout my time. I probably still will, because I'm still learning. It's a journey. So that is why I did it in the beginning. That's why. Because I wanted out of my trailer. I wanted to provide a life for my kids. I wanted to continue to be able to stay home with them. And I didn't want to have to choose. That's what it started with for me. Thankfully, thank God, he took care of me, because the products are phenomenal. They are. They're natural. They're good for you. It's changed our health. It's changed the health of my children. It's helped more people than I can probably ever even know, because it's a ripple effect. The stories just pour in, and that's what keeps me really motivated. So it's been amazing. That is why. So now why? Why? Because you know what? Now we were able to move out of our trailer. I was able to help my husband come home from a job that he absolutely hated, and now he's doing something he loves. I was able to put my kids in a really awesome Christian school, a classical Christian school that we love. I'm able to go on family vacations. I'm able to help people instead of being draining and being the one that everyone has to help. Now I'm able to help people and help do different things for others. But now I'm trying to broaden my horizons, and I said to my husband, I'm going to this conference this weekend. They talked a lot about you can have success or you can have significance. You can reach the top of something, and once we got out of that trailer, I reached that and it was awesome, but you know what? Now what? What impact am I making on the world? I don't know yet, to be honest with you. That's something I'm going to be praying about and thinking about. Yes, I love helping. I love hearing the stories. I love helping. But what is my big impact, success goal? Significant goal? I don't know. I do know that I want to know God and make him known. I do know that I don't want to just have some fancy mansion on a hill somewhere and live in my own life or on a beach. I don't want that. I do know that I want to spread the gospel far and wide. And I know you can do that with or without money, but if this is the vehicle God chooses, if I can fund missions, or if we can go and fund our own missions, I don't know yet. I want to be open and I want to be obedient. It's something I've really been thinking and, asking my husband, I don't know. It's a conversation we have to have and keep praying of. So I think why do I continue? Because I have a responsibility to help others right now. I have a responsibility because there are other people out there that were like me, not happy where they are. Maybe, they don't know about this opportunity, and it's my job to share it. So I'm going to be making some videos, probably throughout the month, and I'm going to tell you how, okay? I just told you why I did it. That's why. But how? How did I do that, okay? How am I doing this? And there's lots of people who aren't. I'm in the top 1 or less than 1% of people who've been successful in network marketing, right? Whoa, okay, why? Why? How? Okay, that's what I want to tell you, how. Now let me just tell you. I'm going to give you a hint. I'm not going to go into all right now, but let me give you one clue, okay? It was my mindset when my friend did it. When I looked at her, I didn't think, oh, she can do this, but I can't. I thought she can do it, so can I, okay? Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. You've heard that. It's true. So that's why. That's how. But I'm going to give you specifics going forward. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. I don't know. I'm pretty open book. I love sharing with people. Hi, Mr. White. I see you on there. Hey, Jackie. I don't know who else is on here, but yeah. I would love to hear from you. What is something that, I don't know, what is something that you wish you could do? What are your big goals? Let's talk about it. I promise you, whatever it is out there, I remember feeling so hopeless. Like, this is what I thought this is my lot in life. It's always going to be this way. But it's not, so sometimes we forget how to dream. I know I did. This far exceeded, my big goal in the beginning was, hopefully I can make $200 a month extra so we can have groceries and homeschool things, that was my big goal. And then it kind of broadened. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to just sit back and just dream, vision, like what is out there? We limit ourselves so much. Anyway, that's it. I'm rambling now. So I'm going to let you go. And later on this week, I'm going to share how. How did I do it? How did I get in the top less than 1%? I'll tell you exactly how. All right, I'll tell you tomorrow, and I hope you guys have a great day. Bye.